I'm not gonna lie, hearing you talk, you're a little sassy, so I do have questions before we proceed and continue.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay. Question, yeah. So first off, you said you're in accounting, finance?
Yes, I'm a professional
What's
accountant.
your approximate salary?
You want to know how much I make?
Approximate.
Oh, wow.
Just an approximate. I know it's the internet, so you don't have to say the specifics, but like a range. Just a range.
I mean, you can probably go on Google on Glassdoor. I'm not going to reveal my finances in a public setting in this manner. It's a private matter. I'm not going to do that.
It's okay. And
So you're asking me, so if it was above the number you wanted, you would have kept it. If it was below the number you wanted, you would have popped it.
if you had answered, there would have been a possibility for both, but because you refused to answer,
You wanna know how
that's
much
what
I
got
make?
your balloon popped.
So because, so it's a money thing. That's okay. You should have popped it earlier.
I spoke on this a number of times. The whole co-signing thing. What are your references to go on a fucking date? Pretty much sharing time. You don't pay for platonic time and shit with women. Okay, kings, don't pay for platonic. Don't pay for platonic dates. All right, every date is a platonic date in the West. All right, so just to avoid this kind of bullshit, you just talk to the female and she talks to you back. If she's interested, she's gonna bang your fucking line. All right, so you just tell her places, things you're doing, and places you'll be, and you leave it at that. Don't ask her on any formal dates because we need to start helping our women out by deprogramming them from the hooker mindset shit, okay? Now, if you're going to go on a date, if she asks you on a date and she starts talking about money and everything, I think you should probably cancel the date and whatnot because, when I went on a fucking date, I was not selecting shit. No woman was saying this shit to me, okay? And I paid for a date. I didn't even think about that. I don't recall a date where I had to ask the other person for any money or, to give me up half of a check. I never even thought about that. And I was on the West Coast and shit at a time when, this hooker mentality was starting to rage out and shit, And I don't ever recall, asking a woman for 50-50 any of that shit, okay? Because I was going on a date. And if I was going on a date, in hindsight, before you get any ideas, I had already fucked that woman, okay? I had already slept with her, okay? Since if anybody's offended by my crass tone, I'm just tired. I'm tired. Femininity is fucking dead. I'm not talking about feminism. I'm talking about overt femininity, demure femininity shit. It's fucking dead shit. I don't give a fuck because chivalry is dead too and shit. The women have forced you to think like everything's a fucking board meeting, a business meeting, an interview in HR, plus some pussy. Are you kidding me? There's more women on the planet than men and shit, okay, boys? Right? Like I say, does more of a thing make it more valuable or less? And you need to think like that too. If this lady right here is talking to me, I'm just gonna look at her. I'm gonna be like, I'm not even gonna say any shit. I'm not gonna say one thing. I'm not even gonna continue to question shit. I'm gonna say, well, anybody with some titties or something? She presses, she wants to be that crass and shit and return that energy because usually women that look like this have a tendency to get to go into righteous indignation if you don't go along with the program. It is in your best interest as a man, okay, straight man. Mostly I'm talking to black men because this is a safe space for black men to communicate and talk to each other. Listen to content, whatever, their opinion of it may be unfiltered as it is. All right, I'm telling you, okay, don't go along with the program, okay, don't follow the script, tear up the script, okay, you tell women, that may or may not be interested in you. What you're doing, you let them know what your itinerary is. You just, since they want to be so fucking performative about all this money shit, all these other requirements that they have this laundry list that reaches the floor from their hands to the floor and shit, So it would be so fucking performative and shit. I say that you strip away the veneer of organic dating and shit that they like to use to hide and while they trying to pickpocket your ass. And I don't care what your monetary situation is. I don't care if you got two nickels to rub together or you own a skyscraper. All right? And make it a practice to use the unisex terms with them and shit. We do live in the West. Okay? Strip it all away. She talk to you like business, you talk to her like business too. I've spoken of a social experiment I conducted in the past using Yahoo. I used Yahoo. They had online dating, and I wrote like basically what I wanted, the most crass terms, and my inbox was flooded within 48 hours. My inbox was steadily being flooded and shit. And I actually included a picture from my fucking license in there, so they knew what I looked like. Right? I had a ton of black women coming after me, yelling at me and telling me, that whole spiel about how, I should accept them as they are, as they look. I shouldn't have written the things that I wrote. And a lot of them are trying, even the ones that call themselves trying to be helpful, they were like, oh, just don't put this in there. Man, I'm going to put that in there because that's what I want. That's what I want visually from a woman. This is what I want. I didn't really write anything about behavior, but, I did have some things in there like no loud talking and, you got to be somewhat feminine and shit. I didn't expect anything. Okay, I put my picture there. Okay, I think I'm medium handsome and shit at my best. It's fucking hilarious and shit. But in my youth, I was staunchly non-selective. Okay, staunchly non-selective until about the age right in front of 19. And that bitch is coming, just pouring out. It was that time they fuck up my dreams and shit. The chicks start getting activated. They want to be a part of your life, so they can fuck it up. Make use of baby daddy. Black women make men baby daddies and shit. Single, wayward fathers are created by the black women because they choose who they open their goddamn legs to. Okay, just getting the barb in there. Yeah, I would tell this chick, I say, hey, you got a okay looking face. Who are your parents? What kind of upbringing did you have? Why do you have no titties? Are you a biological woman? Now you turn around and let me look at your ass. Let me see if there's actually some volume there, or if it's just a pancake. I don't want you to pull those pants down, and I don't see no cheeks. I just see two holes staring back, and I just quite unappetizing, and I don't eat no groceries, and I don't want you to eat. Like, I'm not into these sick, retarded shit. Living in California, man, I can't tell you. Sometimes I see some women that you guys would call veritable goddesses, right? Physically speaking and shit, and they always had some weird kink. They always doing some weird, nasty, weird shit, and they won't. I thought it was a litmus test. I asked some women, it's like, okay, you really do that shit? Yeah, I do that shit. I'm saying a bad bitch, man, and she had, I can't even say what the fuck she was into, and she used to laugh at the look on my face. We were just associates that were on a job, and she would like laugh her ass off when she saw how disgusted I was by her kink. And I just think about these dating shows. Looks like some shit from the UK or Africa. I ain't got nothing to say about that. Okay, but they're primarily concerned with what goes on over here in this supposed country, in this supposed ethnic community that we share. Okay, I've been doing my due diligence as elder statesman and shit, telling you young men to be unapologetically masculine and selfish. You won't be happy otherwise. A long time ago, someone mentioned that to me about being unapologetically selfish. And I didn't take it to heart and shit. Not that I was being disrespectful or anything, but like I wasn't thinking on that level yet. And now I am thinking on the level. It's great tragedy. It's a tragedy I don't want to share with anyone else going forward and shit. So I make the goddamn video. Right? I want you guys to think about what you want to be in life, what you want to accomplish in life and shit, and you go do it and shit. Whether you accomplish that shit or not, it's not for someone else. It's for you. You know, you only have one life to live, and you ain't got time to be playing games with someone with a childish mindset who doles out her wares and conditional behavior like some kind of fucking coin operated video game. All right, I'm dating myself. Sometimes you have to date yourself. I want you youngsters to know I've been around the block a couple of times and shit. And a lot of times, it's just it's a ton of frustration if you follow their lead, if you play the background, if you allow them to put you in a box and make you a small cog in a big dysfunctional machine. You don't have to do that shit. Stay free. Keep yourself fluid. Like Bruce Lee said, and I do quote him. His philosophy is sound advice. He said, "Be like water." Okay, you king should be like water. All right, no conditional nothing. Okay, don't tear up the script. All right, tear up the fucking script. All right, you don't have to get a credit check to talk to a bitch. Okay, and if she don't have any common decency to talk to you like a human being, and like you two are just meeting, she shouldn't be asking you, but how much you make a year, what you do, what kind of car you drive. She should know what kind of car you drive if you took her on a date. These chicks are hedging their bets. And all the guys that they're gonna fuck with, they're gonna make decisions based on their preference. Shit. So why shouldn't you? Anyway, I'm out. I'm not gonna do the outro shit. This has just been a quick teachable moment for the kings out there. SYSBM means save yourself, black men.
Bitch, you sugar-free at Crash Dummy. I ain't the smartest motherfucker in the world, but you just another bitch that need gas money. And this is some news you can use. Bitch, a million motherfuckers wanna be in my shoes. Bitch, I'm a legend in these streets. The better kind. How many of y'all niggas know where y'all bitch at right now? Never mind. Believe everything that bitch tell you, huh? Don't lie to splurge. Boyfriend, pimpin', nigga, shit, what is it? Mine or hers? Mobe then. Your average nigga break his neck to go to your house. Have I ever been there? Okay then. What I'ma give a bitch a pass for? Spent all that time in school and got a job that ain't got nothing to do with you with your class for. Here goes some real sugar-free toughener. If the bitch got a gang of play cousins and play brothers, they fucking her. Sugar-free to pee. Look like the game hurt. If the bitch got 2 or 3 phones, she either a hoe or a brain surgeon. How to write the book, motherfucker. I just read what was in the motherfucker.